Hello everyone, my name is Yusef and welcome to part 1051 of the American Show. Let us begin. So, Jackie Gold was dreading this day. It was the second day of court, and the reason why she was dreading this day was because of a bad dream that she had that was purely and utterly terrifying for her. So, she gets out of bed and she goes into the shower. She can't get that awful nightmare out of her head. So she gets out of the shower. She tries to get her mind off of it, and she succeeds for a while. After she gets out of the shower, she dries off. She puts her clothes on, and she doesn't eat breakfast that day because she's a little bit too nervous to for the second day, and she just leaves the house. She leaves the house, goes into the goes in. Mm, Sorry about that. She goes into her car. There we go, and she drives to court. She drives to court. She gets to court, and she's quite nervous about the verdict or what's about to happen after the second day, because they might plead him guilty, even though he was just, they might find him guilty, even though he was trying to defend his daughter from this attacker who he killed, and he was now being represented by his brother, who is trying to honor his family. As she was driving, she can she can empathize with his plight. This lawyer is c- clearly trying to defend his family from this whole mess, and she can empathize with him, and she can sympathize with him. He probably was didn't necessarily want to do it because what he did was wrong, and he knew what he did was wrong, but he knew what his brother did was wrong, trying to harass a young woman like that. It was not. It was not a good situation, and it's not ideal. It's not ideal situation for the lawyer trying to defend his brother from beyond the grave, of course, and trying to defend his brother who is dead because of her boyfriend. This is a complicated mess. So she gets to the courthouse, she sits down next to her royal best friend. Patrick is there, and she kisses him again. She says hi to him. She says hi to the judge who was already there. And the trial begins, or at least the second part of the trial begins. Of course, they do the opening statement, and they get it done, and after that, they were very intrigued. The opening statement of her of the lawyer of their lawyer is, well, as always, that he tried to do the right thing, and in doing so, he ended a guy's life. And the second, and that, that was his closing statement. After that, they just they sat back down after that. And then the lawyer who was representing his family, of course, tried to argue that yes, what his brother did was wrong, but he had no right to murder that. But he had no right to murder my brother. And the lawyer who represented Patrick says, "Are you biased?" Yes, but yes, I am biased. But I do understand your point. And so he decided that he was going to, recuse himself. But he had a conversation with his family, and they forced him to not do that. So he just, okay, I have to stick to the course. And after that, after a couple minutes of him trying to defend the indefensible, he just decided that he was going to drop the case, which made his mom very upset at him. And she just launched at him and tried to beat him up. But the police officer was like, no, this is not going to happen. So to make a long story short, Patrick Mack was free. The lawyer who represented the lawyer who represented um the guy who was trying to harass um Jackie Mack and who then got attacked by Patrick Mack, the dad, was now free to leave. Everybody was so happy. Everybody was like both shocked, but also very shocked, for lack of a better word. And they were like, "Wow, okay, this is something new. Cool, okay." Meanwhile, but in the meanwhile, of course, Patrick is ecstatic to be let free. He's now ready to live his life as a free man again. And so it was then. And so they they um they were leaving the court. They were leaving court. Patrick, the lawyer, and of course Jackie Gold was leaving the courthouse as happy as they can be. They were ecstatic. So the officer of the takes the handcuffs off of him. He says, I have to take him back to I have to take him back to jail so he can get dressed to go home. So that's what they do. Um, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you back home, babe. Um, Jackie said to Patrick, and Patrick says, I can't wait to be there. And they kissed again, and that was it. So, Patrick is now a free man. The lawyer who is Patrick is now a free man. The lawyer who was representing his brother, now was dropping the case much to the chagrin of his mom. who tried to attack him earlier in the court in the court, which is now having some horrible consequences for her. Anyway, um, so she goes to her car and she's so happy to just be with her boyfriend again, and she is so happy to tell to tell Patrick's daughter the great news, the great news that her father is now free. And she is like so happy. So she goes to her car. She she puts the keys in the ignition, turns on the radio, and her favorite song comes on. And she puts the seatbelt on, and she's just driving home as happy as she can be. So she goes home and she opens up her door and she puts something sexy on for him, and she waits and she waits and she waits. Finally, she has knocked at the door. It's Patrick. She opens the door, grabs him, and starts kissing him. To make a long story short, they are in bed together doing it. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me what you like about the video or hate about the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.